Hey everybody, we are now at the end of July, so going into August here, and I wanted to do a little passion fruit update, just because these have been pretty cool and developing surprisingly fast. I've been very impressed with these, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. First, let's just start with the actual purple passion fruit. This one is Purple Boots, so Rare Grows New Jersey's own variety, seedling variety here. And this thing responded very nicely. We gave it a little bit of citrus fertilizer, so it's got a bit of nitrogen and all the other good stuff, and it just took off since. I mean, from a rooted cutting, maybe 6 to 8 inches tall, somewhere in that ballpark. Now, I want to say it's, right around my height up here. So you're looking at close to 6 feet, which is really awesome. It's growing a ton, and no sign of flower buds yet, but lots and lots of growth. I may start to see if I want to prune some of this and propagate it at this point, but really exciting to see just all the vigorous growth on the purple passion fruit here. Again, this is the non-native one, so this will grow in more tropical zones, and we will be digging this up in the winter and overwintering it indoors and bringing it back out here onto the farm. Now over here, I'll just give you a quick pan through. Just look at all of these beautiful passion flowers blooming here. And what's really cool is the 3 native passion flower we have, these maypops. These are seedling varieties. So we were a little late to start these from cuttings or anything else this year, and I just decided on an impulse to order 3 seedlings. These might have been from Ohio, and it's very interesting because you could see they do indeed grow differently. These are unique genetics we have here. Some may taste better than others, but there's a clear difference between 1, 2, and oh my gosh, 3. The vigor on this thing is bananas for a first-year plant. I mean, this was a small seedling, maybe around May. I forget exactly when I planted these, but I mean, you gotta be kidding me. From seed, blooming and fruiting, and just wait, I counted almost 40 fruits on this already and still going. There's still small ones developing, but there's just fruits everywhere you look. More and more fruit. It doesn't stop. They're everywhere. It just keeps going. And there's more up here, and there's more up there. It's a ton, and not to mention just the massive amount of beautiful blooms. All the bees are very happy. Now the other 2 here have been notably less vigorous, and obviously because they're less vigorous, there is also less blooms and less successfully pollinated blooms that set fruit. So we do have a few fruit on these finally. This one's got 1, 2, 3 so far, and I think that might be it. We might have some others developing down there. And then this one looks like it may have 1, 2, turning into 3, 4, somewhere around 4 here. But both of these from the beginning grew quite a bit differently. This one was the least vigorous. This one was kind of in between, and this one is the most vigorous. But I just thought it was really cool to see the difference in vigor and production from these, just being seedling varieties. And I gotta say, this is 100% a plant that I would like to offer for you guys, be it either through local markets, and I will try and ship these. They're a little more tender, so I want to be careful about that. But I do want to explore that option, because if they fruit this quick from seed, and we're gonna have all of this seed, 100% I want to offer these. I mean, I think they're beautiful plants. They're edible, they're native, they make tons of tropical tasting fruit, and they're just pretty. One thing to note though, of course, especially when you're dealing with cultivars with this kind of vigor, you have to be very careful with where you plant it. You might want to consider a raised bed or a pot, or maybe some way of isolating the roots in the ground, because this will pop up everywhere wherever you plant it in ground. So definitely be considerate, but I believe these are hardy down to zone 5, around about zone 5, zone 6. So these can really be adaptable in a lot of areas. But really cool plants, and cool to see that our actual passion fruit here, the non-maypop, is doing very well too and has caught up in growth to the others. I think it just needs a little more heat, a little more nutrients, and we got about 2 weeks or so of non-stop rain that probably helped that too. So that's a happy passion fruit and lots of happy maypops here. Hope you guys enjoyed this little update, and of course, more coming in the future. Bye-bye.